Girl. Anyway. Right off the back, I'm just gonna ask y'all a question, and then I'm just gonna talk about how I feel about it and what I think about it. I know y'all read the title of the video, that is why you here. It just, you know what I'm saying, something I was talking about, talking to a family member. It was just, my bad y'all, I'm just all over the place. But it's just something I was talking to a family member about yesterday, and I was like, well, let me ask you to, you know, get some other opinions on it. So this is the question. Let me see if I can word it right. You're a parent, correct? Yes. Okay. So put your mindset in a parent's mindset. Whether you're a parent or not, just imagine you have a kid or kids. And if you do already, you already in that mindset. And you have a kid with someone else, whether it be this lady, this man, whatever. And y'all don't work out, but y'all had this kid. And you move on to another relationship or revisit a past relationship, and that person tells you, as long as we're together, you can't deal with your kid at all. Would you be okay with that? Would you be okay with putting someone else before your kid? And we're not talking about like parents, grandparents. I'm talking about a significant other only on this video. Would you be okay with putting a significant other before your child? If they tell you, hey, you want to be with me, you don't deal with that kid. I don't want that kid around. I don't want you talking to that kid. I don't want you doing nothing for that kid. Would that be okay with you? Would you accept those terms? Would you go ahead, let it ride, and ride on off into the sunset with this piece of shit? Did somebody just drop something, or did somebody just shoot? Okay, that's making me have to keep my ears open now, because I ain't used to that around in this neighborhood. But shit, the way this climate is, baby, you never know. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. Would you be okay with it? Me, y'all can already kind of tell about how I just said it, that shit ain't flying with me. That shit is not okay. It'll never be okay. I will never be cool with it. Nobody can never convince me. If I'm looking off, y'all, it's neighbors passing, so I'm, you know, checking my surroundings. But I'll never be okay with it. Nobody can never convince me to be okay with it. Nobody can never talk me into being okay with it. I don't care who you are. I will never be okay with it. Okay? Ever. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. And you know, it's sad because I know some people that does that. They wrote their kids off for another person. Whether it be the mother or the father, they wrote their kids off for another person. They let their kids basically become another statistic in that aspect because they wanted somebody else. And they thought that somebody else was more important than their kids. Like I've always said, before I even had a kid, you know what I'm saying? I have a 6-year-old. Before I even had a kid, I used to date dudes with kids, without, whatever. But the dudes with kids, I would tell them, if you're not in your kid's life, if you're not doing everything in your power to be in your kid's life that you can prove, and you're not being a father and stepping up in a big way, because kids need that. Kids need both parents. Kids need a mother, motherly love, and they need a father, fatherly love. It's a difference. Some people say, oh no, it's not. Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? Some kids they grow up and one of the parents pass away. They can't help it. They can't help that their parents pass away. But if you are alive and you well and you have the opportunities to take care of your child, love on your child, be with your child, do for your child, that's what you should do. You know, you should give them a childhood that they'll never forget, whether you with the other parent or not. I think, just for me, just speaking for myself, I don't know nobody else's situations, but if I have a child with you, if we don't work out, that's cool, that's all right. I've never believed taking a child and putting them, if I'm having a problem with you, I never believed in taking a child and putting them in the middle of our arguments or what we got going on or what we angry at each other about. We could just have an argument 10 minutes earlier and you say, hey, I'm finna come get the kids. Okay, by what time I have them ready? Because the child has nothing to do with what's going on with the parents. You know what I'm saying? As far as the finances, I'm just speaking from a woman's perspective. Well, my perspective, because it's different co-parenting and different parent situations. In my case, it's woman, man. How I feel about it with the finances, if it's a good parent, because this man and women are on child support, but if it's a good parent, that parent has no business being on child support. If they're doing what they're supposed to, spending time with the kid, covering what they're supposed to with the kid when they had a kid, it's no point in being on child support, period. Like school situations, one can buy the clothes in a school supply, the other can buy the shoes, the other can buy the shoes in a school supply, the other can buy the clothes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Big medical somethings, God forbid something happen and you have a big medical bill. If it's big, just split it. You know what I'm saying? If you with the other parent, I'm sorry. And if you, I had to go back, I heard the car door closed. But if you with another parent, well, if you with the child and they have like small medical expenses, that's not that big, why bother the other parent? That's not that bad. Just pay it. If it's not that big, just pay it, whatever. And if they with the other parent and something come up, you ain't gotta split every little $20, $50, $100 thing. You know what I'm saying? But if need be, then okay. But if you know you can go ahead and do that, just go ahead and do it. Some people, you know what I'm saying, make a mountain out of a molehill, and it really shouldn't be like that. But as far as I was talking about with child support, because I know some men and some women that's on child support, so anybody can be on child support. But I feel like if that parent is doing what they're supposed to, they shouldn't be on child support. Child support is not for people who's angry that the person is not with them. Child support is for deadbeats, trash ass people that decided that they can help make a kid, but they don't want to help raise a kid and take care of a kid. Period. That's who that's for. Not for people that don't want to be with the other parent. That's a little weird. That's a little, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just want to get y'all perspective and see how y'all would feel about someone giving you that type of ultimatum. It's like so much to the story, but I don't know if I'm gonna put it on here or not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just answer that question and tell me how y'all would handle that situation. And tell me how y'all feel about that situation. I know it was a short video, but I really want to know people's, you know, perspectives and thoughts about something like that, because it's just trifling. It's just trifling to me. I don't know how another parent could sit around and watch a child call them, or watch a child text them, or see a child try to talk to them, turn the other way. ignore the call, ignore the text, just say nothing like they're non-existent, knowing that's half of them. That's part of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find that completely and utterly disgusting. I don't see how other parents miss birthdays, Christmas, all holidays, the I love yous, the tiny hugs, the big hugs, because you know some of us got teenagers, you know, the smiles, the laughs, the giggles. Like, do you not feel in your heart and your soul, you know, in your mind, that you got another piece of you out there? How do you live day to day not dealing with someone that's a part of you? Someone so innocent, impressionable, willing to learn. Just, you know, they soak things up, and for them to have to grow up and see that the other person, because you know they think they don't, but kids, they pay attention. Like, they pay attention to a lot. You know what I'm saying? They mock a lot of things you do because they're paying attention. Even when you think they're not paying attention, they are paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Just watch your kids sometimes if you have one. They will mock you in some things that you do, whether it's cleaning, it can be small things or big things. How you on the phone, like, you know, watch them when they, you know, doing little make-believe, imagine you know, acting like they on the phone, or cleaning, or how they watching TV, or their mannerisms, how they sit and how they respond to things. Kids pick up stuff. How you respond to things is how they respond to things most of the time. Some of these little things is crazy. But I don't know. Now tell me how y'all feel about this situation, because I can never imagine watching the phone or seeing my child or hearing her voice and not wanting to interact. I can never understand parents like that. If I can, man, if I can just interview a parent like that, like, what goes through your mind? You know what I'm saying? Like, what puts you in that space to be okay with not dealing with your child? You know, and I'm not talking about the parents in different situations, in special situations. I'm only talking about the parents that's in situations where you can. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing blocking you from dealing with your kid. That's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about these parents that's going through custody battles and bumping heads, because, you know, it's different type of parenting situations. I ain't talking about those. I'm talking about the ones where the other parent is free, open, cool. You may see the child, you know what I'm saying, willing to be a cool, calm, collected co-parent with you. Why aren't you seeing your kid? Because at that point, it's on you. At that point, you're the problem. Because if nothing's blocking you and you're welcomed with open arms, what's the problem? What's the problem? And I know I'm not just talking to men. I'm gonna say it again, I'm talking to women too, because I've seen both sides. So what's the problem? What's holding you back in your mind, your heart, your soul, from seeing your own child, from dealing with your own child, from being involved in the raising of your own child? Let me know that, please. Okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off right here. But until next time, I am Tamara. This is Tamara's's Camera, and I'll see you. I'm gonna do it again because my camera was very disrespectful, and I'm gonna still keep that last outro in because it's very disrespectful. I was talking and it cut off. Okay, so like I was saying, I am Tamara. This is Tamara's's Camera, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Peace. But for real, y'all, comments down below. Tell me. Y'all gotta respond to this one because I really want to know. This is an open discussion. Tell me. Excuse me. Tell me. Okay? All right. Peace.